Everybody, I'm the Retro Gamer here, bringing you an updated collection video. Eric is here. Haven't done a collection video in a long time. I don't think I did one since last year. So my room is totally trashed right now, so ignore it. I got some serious cleaning to do afterwards. Start off with the only two games I have over here. Modern Warfare 3 is laying over there, and Borderlands over there. Then onto my systems. That is a Nintendo 64 on top of a PlayStation 2. Is that your green? That is my green Nintendo 64. I love the green Nintendo 64. It's actually my favorite one. So I'm very happy to have that. I got two GameCubes. Actually looking to sell the silver one for trade. And my Super Nintendo's over here. Was playing Balls 3D earlier. That game. Also on the Genesis. It's like $2. Yeah, so pick that up. I was also playing Zoop. Zoop's also on the Genesis. Heard the Genesis version is actually better than the Super Nintendo version. But the music is so good. It has some of the best music that I've ever heard. So I don't feel like doing that again. So my NES is all the way the hell up there. And down the road, 3 miles down the road. System, handheld wise, I have a Game Boy Color, which I think this is my favorite handheld. A broken Game Boy, which I don't know what the hell the problem is. I got hiccups. Purple, pretty much mint condition Game Boy Advance, really nice. I love the purple one. Purple one really cool. And then the DS Lite, which I need a charger for, which I might just end up ordering a charger. So got that inside of that, and that on top of that. Oh yeah, I forgot the systems that are in my corner over here. Buried underneath all this shit. One moment. Yeah, we had not at all. Anyway, the first system I have over here, which I really need to give this system some love, is my Sega Genesis. I have not played this thing in like 2 months. I really just hooked it up. And to my knowledge, it is the only system with a volume button for headphones, and for some odd, god-awful reason, it has a phone jack. I don't know why it has a phone jack, but it does. Yeah, this is the Model 1. I guess you could call somebody from a Genesis. Next up, I have over here, I don't usually use it because I have a PS2. I have my PS1. I don't think there's anything in here. No. Don't use it because I do have a PS2. I almost just ported my Genesis and PS1 at the same time. And then, I'm not even going to bother showing the last one because it doesn't even work. But that's my Dreamcast over in the corner. It doesn't work. Yeah. He was the only one there that had one. I offered him $8 for it. I just took the chance for it because, if it worked, it was $8 spent well. But I did lose on that deal, so unfortunately that doesn't work. Still working on getting another one though. I am working on it. I'm just gonna set my PS1 and Genesis over with the rest of my stuff because I'll probably end up playing that Genesis in a little while. While I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the cable over there. Well, it's a flea market too. I did get it at a flea market, and the guy didn't speak hardly any English. I couldn't understand anything he said. Alright, so here we go with the games. First up, we have Black, one of the best PS2 games, even though I haven't played it. I've heard it's great. It looks really good though, so I might actually play this. Next up, we have the double pack case. The double pack case of Grand Theft Auto 3, but I only have the one disc. I don't know what this even came with, to be honest with you. But I like how the case looks, and it has a different looking disc than what mine was, so that's cool to have. Alright, we made it farther into this time. Next up, we have Enter the Matrix. Now, this was really fun as a kid, but I have not played it a damn lick since, like, I was 11. So, next up, probably the worst game I've ever played. Not really, but it's pretty terrible. GoldenEye Rugated. Now, I usually like Golden or James Bond games, but this is terrible. This is just terrible. Who made this? EA? They did a shitty job. I hate it. Next up, Time Crisis 2, PS2. I actually have the gun that goes with this, but I don't know what that is. I think that's in the other room, and I'm not looking for it right now. And the farthest we got on the last take, so everything after this is new. We have Jet X20. It looks like a jet ski game. It looks like you race around. I haven't played it. My friend said it was good, but I don't know. I picked it up because he said it was good, so I need to play it. Next up, a racing game that I haven't played, even though I'm a huge fan of the movie, Fast and Furious. I'm a big fan of the movies. I remember watching them as a kid, and I haven't played the game. I heard the game's really bad, though. It is worth having because I'm a fan of the movie. Next up, everyone praises this game, but the second one is honestly better. Need for Speed Underground. It is a classic. I played it a lot as a kid. Something I didn't know about this game. It actually had online multiplayer. PS2, if you had the little adapter thing for the PlayStation 2, this could do online. Yeah, the PS2, it had, my dad had one a long time ago. He lost it. It had an adapter that you could hook on like the back of it, and it would allow some games to have online multiplayer. So, yeah. Now, keep in mind the online was really bad, but it was one of the first systems that had online. The first system that had online, the Dreamcast is up there. The Nintendo 64 had online too, but only in Japan. And, you know, it's funny, but the Intellivision from 1979 would let you download games. And it's a very, very little known gem, but you could do it. This video is going to be so freaking long. It's going to be like a 30, 40-minute video. I have a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to go into a little bit of detail on everything here. Next up, we have Need for Speed Most Wanted. I had the 360 version. My disc broke. But this is my favorite Need for Speed. This game's awesome. That's awesome. Random. I had a memory card in there for my PlayStation 2. Yeah, I think Steven gave that to me, actually. Next up, I actually don't think my disc works, but I have Guitar Hero 2 on the PS2. I don't know if it works anymore. That is the copy that I have had since whenever it came out. Guitar Hero rocks the 80s. The disc isn't in here, but I do have it. You know, this amazes me. I bought this game when it was $45 used. It still has the price tag on it, $45 used. It's crazy to think that this would ever be $45 freaking dollars. It's crazy to think that an NES game used to be $60. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were $60, which is just ridiculously insane. Because now you pay like $5, unless it's something. Yeah, unless it's something right. For $60 now in an NES game, assuming they're all like $5 a piece. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 40. You can get 12 games. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Next up, we have Guitar Hero World Tour on the PS2. I don't think the disc works though. I got it for free. What's next? Okay, another game series I'm a real big fan of, and I'm working on getting all of them. That is Midnight Club. This is actually the second one. I have the first one too. Midnight Club 2. This is a classic game. You know, funny story behind this game. Oh, it also has online. You know, the reason that I like this game is because of Steven. He had this game back when he played PS2. And when I was like 11 or 12, I'd always go over there, and we would always play this game. That is the reason that I love it now. It is a really, really fun game. It's also a Rockstar game. And I like pretty much everything Rockstar's ever made. Now, yeah, they made Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, Midnight Club. I think I got some other games by them over here. I'm not sure. Then there's the first Midnight Club, which is not as good as the second one, but it's still fun. It just is a little weird for me. I'm not a big fan of the first one. Classic racing game that I played as a kid. Everyone has it. Gran Turismo 3. Anybody that has a PS2 with a lot of games has this somewhere. Then there is the series that I don't particularly care for, but I did as a kid, and that's Tony Hawk. This is Tony Hawk's Underground.
Yeah, I think anybody that
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was on the 64. It was also on the PS1. I actually have both, believe it or not. I think I do believe that I have. It's really good. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 set the ground for skating games, and it's still pretty good today, even though I'm not a huge fan. The original Guitar Hero, I have like 8 copies of. And then the two games that are two of my favorites on the PS2. 007 Agent Under Fire. This is actually the worst of the two. I prefer Nightfire, which I have. This one's actually really fun though. The only problem that I have with this is you have to play it inverted. And to my knowledge, you can't change it. And same goes for Nightfire, and it really depresses me. But Nightfire must be in my PS2. That's Nightfire. This one, I played this so much as a kid with my friends. We do multiplayer, and oh god, it was great. Next up, I have more PS2 games, but they're on the next shelf. So next up, we have the GameCube stuff, which I have very little of. But I have Gale of Darkness, classic game. Oh, why is this PS2 game not with the rest? Huh? I mixed everything together. Why did I do that? Oh well. I'm just going nowhere. Next, I have ATL for Fury 2 for PS2. This game is everywhere. Dude, I literally went into Play and Trade one time. They have a whole shelf of just this game. They can't sell it. It's so funny. They sell it for 99 cents and they have a whole shelf of it. Next up is a Beautiful Joe. This is not the official case, but it has Beautiful Joe. 2 in it. Oh, and Mario Party 6. I always forget that I have those. The original Beautiful Joe is actually in my GameCube. Next up, 2 games that I really need to play, but I want the first one before I play it. This is Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. I've heard they're great games, but I really want to play the first one before I play the other ones. I have a feeling that this is a series where you need to play the first one before you play the rest. I really want to play the first one. Play and Trade, I think sells it for $5, so I might just get it. Next I have Guitar Hero 2 on the 360. I actually stole this game from Play and Trade. You know, they sell this for $20. The price tag on this says $20. I think I accidentally skipped this game. This is Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. Actually, I have not played this one yet. I need to play it. This was one of my favorites as a kid too. Now, I want every Midnight Club game. They made so many variations. There was Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix, and I think there was just a Midnight Club 3. So it's like 3 variations of the same game. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. This game's terrible, by the way. I don't recommend it. Like, almost every movie that I've seen that has a game based off of it is absolutely crap. With the exception of a few. Like, Need for Speed. Like, oh, I don't know. Shrek 2 isn't bad. It's actually a pretty decent game. Grand Theft Auto, to my knowledge, is based off the movie Grand Theft Auto. I'm not sure about that, but to my knowledge, it is. And it's a great game. So, we're going to go ahead and say it's great. My prized possession of my whole collection, I think this is one of my favorite things that I have, and that is my sealed copy of F-Zero. It's factory sealed from the day it was released. This is really, really, really cool. Unfortunately, this game, well, not unfortunately, it's still sealed. It's still sealed and everything, but this is the million seller version, and not the original release. But it is still a Super Nintendo game. It is still factory sealed, so I still like it. Where did I leave off? I think I stopped here. Animal Crossing. I've never played it. I don't. Animal Crossing is one of those games that just does not look like something I can play. Next up, a game that I actually need a new copy of because this one has a problem sometimes. Since it's hit and run, I played this so much as a kid, and I could never ever beat it, and I still. It is really good. I personally like GameCube games. GameCube version more than PS2 version mainly, but it's good. Next up, we have Pokemon Coliseum, another classic. Pokemon Gale Darkness, Pokemon Coliseum are probably the 2 best games on the GameCube next to like a few. Rock Band 3. Not much to say about that. It's just Rock Band. Beatles Rock Band. Guitar. What? Go ahead. It is the best Rock Band, I think. Guitar Metallica. Me and Kaylor went to. Oh God, where did we go? I think it was Sears. I think we went over to Sears. And they sell games sometimes, but they don't have a whole lot of stuff. Well, we were just browsing through games, and they're priced like normal price, like $40, $50, right? They had this for $5. So I had to get it because I didn't have a copy. It was $5, and yeah. Next up, a game I'm actually looking to trade. Everybody's gonna hate on me on it. Just forgive me. Skyrim. I am so bored with this game. I haven't beat it, and I don't want to play it anymore. Don't get me wrong, it's great, but it's not as good as people say it is. It's really not. Don't get me wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a good game. It really. Modern Warfare 3 was hyped out of hell. The game's terrible. Perfect example. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a great game for what it is. It's not the next generation of games, though. It's not that great. Isn't your brother playing through this? Eric? Mic died. Headphones died. That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Well, I'm just going to keep on going while he solves everything. Next up, we have Fallout New Vegas. Not as good as Fallout 3, but it's still really fun. I need to beat it right at the ending. Next up, we have a game that I really need to, a game I really need to beat, and it's really pretty fun. Not as good as everybody says that it is, and that's Dead Island. I picked this up for, I think I paid $60 for it, and it's fun, but I need to beat it, and I don't want to do it alone. I need somebody to play with. Next up, this is actually the second one, Dragon Age 2. Really fun game. Next up, this is the game that I got from GameStop, and I played it a little bit because it looked like Supreme Commander 2. It's made by Sega. It's not as good as I thought it was gonna be, and that is Universe at War. This game is pretty fun, but not something I'm gonna play a whole lot. But still fun. Next up, Project Gotham Racing 4. This is a really, really, really good racing game. A lot of people don't like it, but I think it's fantastic. I absolutely love this game. It's a really, really good game. Next up, Dragon Age Origins, the first one. I played it a little bit, and it's fun. It is good. Kind of like Skyrim, but not really. But BioWare. Pretty good game. I'm actually gonna end the video here and split this into more parts because we're hitting 20 minutes and this is gonna be long. I'll see y'all in the next part.